Hi everyone, I'm Melissa Steinour. Today I wanted to talk to you about your eyes. You know, when I meet someone new, I love to look at them in their eyes, and it's actually the first thing that I really look at when I meet someone because I feel like their eyes tell me a lot about their character and who they really are. Well, Shakespeare also had a quote about the eyes. He said, "Your eyes are the window to your soul." Now, what he's saying in that is that we can look at someone's eyes and it shows us their soul. It shows us their mind and their will and their emotions. Well, Jesus also talks about eyes in Matthew chapter 7. Beginning at verse 22, he says, "Your eye is a lamp that provides light for your body. When your eye is good, your whole body is filled with light. But when your eye is bad, your whole body is filled with darkness. And if the light you think you have is actually darkness, how deep that darkness is." You see, whatever it is that enters your eyes is going to affect your mind and your will and emotions. It's going to affect what you think and what you do and what you say. It's going to affect everything about you. You know, many years ago, I was someone who loved to watch a soap opera, and I would take an hour out of every day and make sure between 1 and 2 o'clock that I was sitting there watching that soap opera. I believe it was almost an addiction in my life. And at the same time, I was actually seeking God for a healing. So one Sunday, my pastor actually called for a fast at our church. And I decided that I was going to fast. After asking God what he wanted me to fast, I decided to fast the soap opera. So I took it out for the length of time that we were told to fast something. And what happened at the end of that is I was so convicted in my spirit that I was so much closer to Jesus than what I was beforehand. You know, spending an hour with him instead of an hour watching a soap opera made a huge difference in my life, and I gave it up completely. I never went back. I just want to encourage you that, you know, whatever it is you're putting in front of your eyes is going to affect you. You know, our commercial, people that put on commercials, they know this. They know when we're sitting there watching TV, if they keep putting Red Lobster on over and over again, or they keep putting Olive Garden or whatever it is, we're going to, you know, start to have our mouth watering because our eyes are seeing it, and we're going to desire to go to that establishment and eat. You know, and it's the same way with the Word of God, you know, with Jesus. Whatever it is that we're putting in front of our eyes is going to affect us. So I want to encourage you this week to, you know, ask God if there's something that you are doing or watching that you know you're not supposed to be participating in, something that you might think is innocent, but God sees it as time away from Him. I want to encourage you to ask him about that this week. And I also want to encourage you to put the Word of God in front of your eyes. You know, the Word of God is sharper than any two-edged sword. It will cut through bone and marrow. It will do what it needs to do in your life to separate you from things that you are not supposed to be doing. So I just want to encourage you to put the Word of God in front of your eyes and do an eye checkup this week. Ask God what it is that you need to get out of your sight and put His Word in its place. And I'll talk to you again next week.